This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Burnstreet. Let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Ball at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So Oregon's offense comes on the field first today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively. But they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Toss it to the back, running left. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's a toss play now. Running to the right. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, and he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Nice job here by this back, picking up a first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Now it's second down here. They'll run it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards.
Breaks into the clear. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, they provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
They're going to run here. He finds some space. Solid game lead. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Breaks through the tackle. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Chris, this. Textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Hawkeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receiver makes the catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Running back with the football. And he's brought down. He does have enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down. We're going to throw the football. It's a short completion of a big tight end. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. The Hawkeyes are in the red zone now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their regions, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking for the wideout. Oh, and they almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kick. They'll return it from inside the 5. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Wide open downfield. Breaking free at midfield. And a huge gain before he scores out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So, Brooke, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Now here's the toss play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But Here's a great example of the defense. Has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. And the Ducks pick up enough to get a first down there. He'll hand it off. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And catches all the way. They bring him down at the 7. They're set up now with a first and goal.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. The defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line.
I'd love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
And it's a direct snap. Now he's stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Oregon.
This defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out. He goes deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap.
Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back does the lead. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big time.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Automatic on the PAT. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Using the ground game here. Has the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play-action fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a solid game to spot the ball for 31.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw. It's Rhodes. Pass rush closing in. Pass rush gets home.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Close to the tight end. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. The wideout. He makes the grab. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Makes a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. And the Hawkeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Push made across the middle by the running back. Much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. A short completion with the tight end. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's another deep shot. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coach coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. He breaks free. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And the Hawkeyes come to the line to run the hurry out.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
It's a quick grab.
But you got third down. The offense has the advantage here on third down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion, but this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. Now they're running on the toss. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Oregon. Too much speed for the defense.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. So the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Now from the pistol formation. Ball handed off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They pressure and sack him with the tackle inside the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Hand off to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. On the toss play, runner moving left. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop indicates what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pitch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35.
this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds his target, and it's complete. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Ducks. This quarterback on fire today. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum in scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Iowa offense is back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So it's third down to the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Quarterback making some changes at the line. It's a toss to the left side. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after the takeaway. A big play by the defense to end this quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it falls incomplete.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
They'll run it here. That's the running back of the ball. He's got the first and still going. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
The Hawkeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
But these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The field goal is good. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know if there's that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
I didn't even mean to do that.
I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He's running some room with the 45. Who's in the clear? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Oregon. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hawkeyes offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
And another sack here to add to their sizable tally on the day. Look, the game is over. It's time to run the football. At the very least, try some misdirection at the line. This offensive line has been getting whipped all day long.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Looking for a man deep on the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Leaning on the run game here late. Gets the first and still running. You make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. And run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Toss play to the outside. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He makes the grab. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, they'll try again from 41 yards out. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. Bringing it out, it's Smith. He's going to come up with it. The kick team grabs the ball.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
Here's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the same runner's got it again. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.